Hello students. Are you ready for the dictation? Start. 15. Learned Senior Counsel clarified that the auction purchaser had applied to the liquidator on 28 February 2020 for extension of time to deposit the balance sale consideration after the income tax attachment orders were lifted. The liquidator responded to the said communication only on 2nd April 2020, stating that he did not have the powers to extend the time and for which an application would have to be moved before the adjudicating authority after it resumed functioning partially. For the purposes of clarification, it may be noted that adjudicating authority had issued a notification that it would hear only urgent matters between 16th March 2020 and 27th March 2020. On 22nd March 2020, the adjudicating authority announced closure in the light of the lockdown, and it was clarified that liquidation matters would not be considered as urgent. The auction purchaser filed an application before the adjudicating authority seeking extension of time. Wide order dated 5th May 2020, the adjudicating authority allowed the said application and granted extension of time to the auction purchaser to deposit the balance sale consideration. It is submitted that the appellant did not take any steps to prefer an appeal against the aforesaid order within the period prescribed in Section 61 of the IBC. Instead, after the entire sale transaction was completed, the appellant filed an application for review, which was dismissed by the adjudicating authority. After waiting for 15 months, the appellant filed an appeal on 27th October 2021. Even at that stage, the appellant did not seek any interim orders before the adjudicating authority or the tribunal. As a result, the auction purchaser proceeded to construct a 200-bed mother and child hospital at the auction property after demolishing the existing building, on which a sum of rupees 170,000,000 has been invested. The said hospital is now complete and fully functional and is stated to cater to the needs of 7 surrounding districts in the area. Para change. 16. Coming next to the submission made on behalf of the appellant that the order of attachment issued by the income tax authorities in respect of the auctioned property is not a relevant consideration when it came to depositing the balance sale consideration by the auction purchaser within 90 days. Learned senior counsel for the auction purchaser sought to urge that sale of properties that are the subject matter of income tax attachment orders must be treated on a different footing. Such sale transactions cannot be completed because of the bar placed under the Income Tax Act 1961. A specific reference in this regard has been made to sections 222 and 281 read with Rule 48, Part 3, Schedule 2 of the IT Act. Several decisions of the adjudicating authority have been cited by the learned senior counsel to canvass that in such circumstances, the liquidator has no option but to approach the adjudicating authority for appropriate directions. Even in the present case, the liquidator had to move an application before the adjudicating authority for appropriate directions. In the present case, as noticed above, the period of 90 days for depositing the balance sale consideration had expired just after the crucial date, that is, 23rd March 2020. We do not find any merit in the submission made by the appellant that the tribunal ought not to have accepted the view taken by the adjudicating authority that COVID-19 lockdown was a valid reason for extension of time to deposit the balance sale consideration. Thank you, students. Over.